the half angle formulas. I believe we did this in Calc 1, and I said that we would use it in Calc 2, but I'm going to review it. The half angle formulas say that we did for sine, but the cosine of a plus b is cosine a cosine b minus sine a times sine b. And we went through that whole proof. I'm not going to do it again. But this means that the cosine of 2x is cosine of x plus x, which is cosine x minus sine x, which is cosine squared minus sine squared. Now that's a lovely formula, but even more lovely is to, let's say, replace the cosine squared with 1 minus sine squared, because sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1, as we showed in the last video. Therefore, we can turn this formula into 1 minus sine squared, or 1 minus 2 sine squared of x. And if we bring the negative 1 to the other side, we get negative 2 sine squared of x is cosine of 2x minus 1. And if we multiply both sides by negative 1, we can reverse the order of this and turn this into 1 minus cosine of 2x. And we can divide by 2 and get the sine squared of x is 1/2 of 1 minus cosine of 2x. And that is one of the half angle formulas. And the cool thing about this is we've had a strategy for what we do, how to deal with multiples of sines and cosines when one of them is odd, and if one of them is even, if one of them is even, we can turn it from being an even power to a trigonometric integral of a odd power. And that is going to be sort of the overall strategy. Similarly, we can go back to the cosine of 2x equals cosine squared minus sine squared, and this time we can turn the sine squared into 1 minus cosine squared. We did do this in Calc 1, but I'm doing this again. Turn the sine squared into 1 minus cosine squared. That means that we get 2 cosine squared minus 1. Move the 1 over to the other side, it becomes positive. Divide both sides by 2. You get cosine squared is 1/2 1 plus cosine of 2x. And this is another big formula. So they're awful similar. The only difference is that the sine has a negative and the cosine has a positive. So just sort of remember that the half angle formulas turn sine squareds and cosine squareds. You lose the exponent, but you double the angle. And cosine is sort of on cosine side, so it keeps the plus. I don't know. Remember it how you wish, but these are the half angle formulas.